I like mobile games. I think it's fun to be able to play a game while I listen to YouTube or on my break at work. I normally play management sims and rhythm games on my phone, but recently that has changed. I decided to spend a bit of money on a game I always play. It's a fashion game, don't ask me. And Google Play decided to recommend that I sign up to earn rewards for spending money. Once I accepted, I got 3 free months to Google Play Pass, and that is where this video began. What is Google Play Pass? It's like PlayStation Plus or Xbox Game Pass. It's a way to play lots of games that normally cost money or have ads for a lower monthly rate. Some games can be up to $10, and all of them can be played for around $5 a month. Who is buying this? I don't know many people who are avid mobile gamers, but there must be a market if this exists. So I downloaded some games. Most of them are similar in style because I only downloaded what I thought I was going to be interested in playing. There are plenty of action, RPG, and fighting games that seem really cool. There are games I know people might like to have reviewed. Stardew Valley is on the mobile store and it's top tier, but I've already played it and didn't want my review to be skewed because it is always a 10 out of 10. And there are games that revolve around anime I don't know but seem really popular, but those aren't the types of games I play on my phone. I like puzzles and management sims. Here are my thoughts on those games and on Play Pass. The first game I tried was one I had been curious about for a while, Cafe Master Story. This is a cafe management sim, which is something I love playing in my downtime, and it is fair to say that I am addicted to this one and I'm saving up to buy the game so I can play it again. I literally beat the game and I really had nothing else to do. You manage the cafe, create drinks, help solve guest problems, compete in contests, and more. It is such a satisfying and relaxing game, and there's always something to do without it feeling overwhelming. I never felt rushed or confused, and I think this game is genuinely worth every penny. I recommend checking it out if you like management sims, because I was not able to put this down the whole time I had Play Pass. Next was YouTuber's Life, which is a game that you can also play on the computer, as I've seen videos of people playing it. You are attempting to become a famous YouTuber by making videos and juggling work, social life, school, paying rent, and a broken computer. I thought this game was fun, and I can see how someone would really enjoy it, especially a younger audience, but somehow I felt like I was playing my own life. It's definitely fun, but it was a bit slow at times, and I didn't feel like I was progressing the right way. It is fun to play for a while, and I think if you're interested, you should check it out, but my real life is making YouTube videos, going to work, going to school, paying rent, a broken computer, so I think it was a little too close to home for me to get too much enjoyment out of it. Layton and the Curious Village is a port straight from the DS, but it holds up really well. It's a mystery game where you travel through a village solving puzzles and uncovering the mystery. I thought it was really fun, and the characters were really charming. Like, everyone had something interesting to add to the mystery or to add to the world. I had never played a Layton game before, but it was really fun, and it looks like a lot of them have been added to the Play Store, so if you have nostalgia for these games or enjoy a puzzle or a riddle game, this game is for you. Then I played Bad End Theater, a quick choice affected story game that is humorously showing the player how this story never seems to get a happy ending, no matter who you are or what you do. You have a range of characters to choose from and plenty of choices for those characters. The story goes from comedy to tragedy in a very fluid way, and I found myself wishing I could fix the story, which I suppose is the point. I never ended up getting a happy ending, but if there is one, please let me know. I tried to play these games free from spoilers, so mostly I just ended up fiddling around as best I could. This is a quick game, so if you just want to read a short story before moving on to something else, Bad End Theater is an easy choice. Tiny Witch is a management game similar to a game like Diner Dash, where you need to run around the store, create items for your magical customers, and then deliver them all before time and the customer's patience runs out. I didn't end up playing this game for very long because I found it really hard to control my character. She would end up going to a spot I didn't want her to go, and I repeatedly had to restart or not meet my goals because of that. Maybe if I had played longer I would have gotten better, but I wish it had the option to turn the game into a tap to use instead of navigate and then use. I do think this game is really cute and the art style is really nice, it just wasn't for me in the way I like to play mobile games. As Nana is a story game where you collect cans and ride a bike with a girl's head in it. Honestly, I have no idea how to describe what As Nana is, but I do think you should try it out. In a city full of androids, a boy and a girl tried to find out how to get outside and get the girl's body back. The art style is so fun to look at, and I really enjoyed this story as far as I got into it. To move to different locations, you have to wait a set certain amount of real time, which keeps you from flying through the story, but I wish the times were just a bit shorter. I would rather wait 5 minutes instead of 30. The aspect of buying and selling items in order to get more memories and earn more coins is really fun, and all the characters are so interesting. Plus, because this is on Play Pass, you don't have to really watch any ads or pay any money to get extra coins, and that made the game just a little bit easier to play. I love a good character and story-driven game, so As Nana was the perfect choice. Next was Underworld Office, another choice-based story game about a boy who can turn into a ghost and helps other ghosts solve problems, including his own. I could tell there were different endings, and I really enjoyed the ease of being able to confidently know which choices I wanted to tell the story I wanted. I found this game very heartfelt, and I flew through the story in one day. I didn't play any of the other endings, not because they would be worse or because I thought it would be disappointing, but because I was so satisfied with what I chose. I believe there is a free version not on Play Pass, and I really encourage you to try it out. It is such an interesting way to be involved in a story about self-love and how you affect the world around you. Romanceholic is another story choice game, but this one is obviously a romance. I wasn't too sure about this one going into it, but it was fun. You follow Jamie, a girl who has just been broken up with and kicked out of her house and quit her job, and all she has left is this phone that allows her to dream very specific dreams. I thought the setup was original, and I had never really seen a visual novel like that before, so I gave it a try. I didn't mess with this game as much as others might because it just didn't really click with me. I didn't really find anything super engaging, but that's just me. If visual novels are for you, go ahead. I never ended up finishing it because I didn't really relate to the main character, and I wasn't super into any of the choices I could make. I'm the type of person who, when I play games and it's story-based, I want to be able to make choices I actually would make, and I just didn't really feel like I was making those in this one. I'm glad I got the chance to try it, but no need to finish it. Yes, Your Grace is a medieval management game with heavy story. The art style is a beautiful pixel vibe, and the music is absolutely amazing. Lots of the games through here have really cute art styles and really good music, even if I don't mention it, so I would at least check them out for those. Although it is a slow pickup, you play as a king watching over his kingdom and his family, with the threat of war looming closer and closer. Although I get really stressed playing games where my choices have so many consequences, I know I love to play choice games, but I hate it when the choices affect the whole story and I ruin the playthrough because I made one bad choice. I think this game is super fun. The backgrounds are gorgeous, and I enjoyed just moving my character through the space of the castle and chatting to people. There are so many ways this game can turn out, and so I encourage you to give it a try and see for yourself how your kingdom ends up. Slayaway Camp is a puzzle game very different from every other game I tried. You play as a killer on the loose at a summer camp, and you have to slide around different maps, dodging holes and fires in order to kill the campers. You can play in gory or regular mode, which I thought was a nice touch, and while the puzzles aren't too hard, there are still challenging enough puzzles that are enjoyable to play through. You have unlocked everything with Play Pass pretty much, so you can change your outfit and different death animations. This is a fun game to have for moments where you want something to keep you occupied, like waiting on the bus or in a doctor's office. Just don't have it on gory mode in there, I think. Devil's Attorney is one of the funniest mobile games I have ever played. You are an attorney who will literally take on the craziest of cases, and you use your powers to destroy your opponents. The game is voiced, which adds to the story, and the mechanics are fun to learn and upgrade later on. It is middle of the road lengthwise, so you can play for a long time, but not forever. I had so much fun trying to destroy the enemy as quickly as possible to upgrade my house to not only slay, but upgrade my case skills to literally slay. Next was Cat Museum, a visual masterpiece of a point-and-click puzzle game. If you enjoyed the art style and storytelling of Sallyface, this is for you just like it was for me. The art is very creepy, and the puzzles have a pretty steady progression from really easy to harder and harder. There are no hints, so if you struggle with puzzles like I do, I would recommend looking up a guide. I know, I love puzzles, but I'm really bad at them, and I don't think there's anything wrong with looking up a guide. I love the art, and I cannot stop talking about it, but if creepy things aren't for you, they aren't for you. But if you think you might like it, please check out this game. It needs more love. Lastly, randomly scrolling through Play Pass after I thought this video was over, I found Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, a game I have seen all over YouTube and Steam. I've even played the sequel, even though I've never played the first. It apparently has a mobile port, and I had to download it. I haven't finished it at the time of this video, and I do not know if it's exactly the same as it is on Steam or if they had to change a little bit of it to make it better for the mobile port, but it was really enjoyable to play. The controls take some getting used to, but I only struggled on one boss, who is a spoiler, and everything else seemed fairly easy. The story is funny and yet also has some serious moments that actually can really affect you, and if you still haven't got a chance to try it out, go for it. So that's all the games I played, but what was the point? Did I figure out Play Pass on the phone and if it's worth it? No. I have no idea. All the games I tried were games I probably would have found on my own or just never picked up because they didn't seem like something I wanted to try. Plus, if you don't like mobile games, why did you watch this whole video? But also, you are never going to buy this. Also, most of the mobile gamers I know don't play games like the ones on Play Pass, so is it even worth it for them? These games almost seem like games that could be just put on Steam or ported from the computer, and I don't think many mobile gamers are actually looking for that type of game. Although this left me with more questions than answers on Play Pass, I did get to try out some amazing games that I think everyone should give a chance, because mobile games are still games, and the devs and artists behind them, most of them, are trying to make games people will enjoy. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed. What do you think about Play Pass? Do you think it's enjoyable, something you're willing to try out? Do any of these games look really fun to you? I'm really curious how other people feel about this, because while I really did enjoy the opportunity to play all these games, I don't know if I would have gone out of my way to get Play Pass unless they had not given it to me for free, you know? So I'm really curious what other people think, so let me know in the comments. Okay, see you next time. Bye!